So you two guys are in this movie. It's a fantastic movie. I thought it was better than the first one, which the first one was great. But everyone's throwing themselves at you. You get hit on like at least 3 times in this movie.
That's so cool you picked that up.
I picked up
really?
That's what I'm talking about.
Happens all the time.
Doesn't really happen all the time in real life.
It does not happen all the
dudes
time.
love you.
No, that's not where I thought this interview was going,
Why
young
not?
man. No, it doesn't. But you're right, it does happen in the film. And I'm so glad you picked that up, because part of what drew me to the character was this sort of like the fact that we're exploring a woman that's in a world where the predatory nature of society is constantly on top of her, as well as all the other elements. And so, yeah, that was part of what I thought was interesting to explore about Ava, was how, you know, the fact that women are having to deal with that constantly, and it's kind of just a given. It's like just allowed that we all kind of have, you know, pressure from all sides. From, like at work, she gets hit on the way home. There's stuff going on constantly, and it's not really something that anyone thinks is that big a deal. But I'm telling you, for women, it is.
Yeah.
You know, and so I love the fact that you actually picked up on that.
I can imagine how much it bothers them. I just don't hit on us like that.
You're one of those, aren't you? I know it.
No, I don't. I have to know a woman before I start to holler at her, because I don't like the word no. I hate being told no.
Right. Well, smart, because
Yeah.
if you're just hollering at a girl on the street, you will hear no.
I will. Now, Michael, you are the leader of a revolution in this movie. How fun was this role for you versus some of your other roles? Because it was like a really different role for you.
It was a lot of fun. Carmelo was dope. You know, to me, he was my homage to Malcolm X. And he was very informative. He's smart, you know, and you know, outspoken. And I just identified with what he was saying, who he was talking to. I identified myself as one of those people he was talking to. And I loved it.
Yeah, I would have been in his team if I was in the Purge for real life. Now, my last question for you, Carmen. After Sparkle, then this role, and you're working with Brad Pitt for the Coretta Scott role as well. Is there an expectation for you to be in a Plan B film after their last film did so well?
I only put expectations on myself, like personal expectations, which are that I'm always exploring new territory. I can only be as present in the moment as I can and do what I do on any given day on the set. However, having said that, I do feel like a personal responsibility, as we all do on the cast of Selma, which is the film that I'm working on playing Coretta, to get that story right, because it's an amazing part of history that needs to be put out there in the right way, and it's also a part of history that's really relevant right now. And in a weird way, to tie it all back to the Purge, you know, like there are social and cultural ideas that we've been dealing with since back then, as like oppressed people, and there's people, you know, like the working poor and people of a certain demographic that I think the Purge explores too. So it's all kind of, there's a sort of thread to the projects I choose.
Martin Luther King would have definitely been Carmelo.
You think?
Yeah, definitely. He would have been on YouTube.
You think he might have been on YouTube.
Been
Picking
on
up the
YouTube.
guns, maybe not, but yeah. But he'd have been a revolutionary on some level, for
Absolutely.
sure.
I love this Purge. I feel like it's 115% better than the first one.
I take that as a compliment. Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the first one.
Oh, okay, cool.
But after the first one came out, there was a lot of criticism.
Yeah,
People
sure.
loved it, or they didn't.
Yeah.
They thought it didn't go farther enough.
Exactly.
Was there pressure for you to go farther, or to?
I mean, here's the thing. I completely understood where they were coming from, because I understood the parameters of the first one. They don't understand that we have 19 days on the first one and this tiny budget. But as a viewer, as an audience, if I saw the first one, I would have wanted to be on the streets. So going into 2, I knew, let's get outside. You know, let's show people outside, walking across the city.
How was it for you coming into this story and being into this world? How was it for you entering this world?
You know, I know James. We worked together before. I too saw The Purge. I understood what the scope of what he wanted to do with this film was, and with my character, and I was sold on the idea.
One of the themes of your characters, Carmen and her daughter, are trying to get you to change your mind and not go through with the Purge. Has there ever been a time in real life where you really was like set on doing something and someone came in and changed your mind?
Most of my life. Because I'm a reactionary.
Yeah.
I really am. And I'm a person who feels like there's injustice around me all the time. And I respond to that. I react to that. You know, I come from kind of a rough and tumble background, and I have a beautiful wife and kids who ground me, who like my character in the film, they expose my heart to the situation, and then in turn, the logic sets in, and I say, you're right, I need to take a breath and be a human being. And so those parallels, you know, definitely live with me, you know?
What I love about the Purge series are the kids in the mask. We saw the rich people's mask, and now we got to see opposite sides of their mask. And masks are just scary in general.
They are.
Yeah, Michael Myers, because you know, as a human being, from the time of birth, the eyes are you know, we're born with big eyes, you know, for a reason. That's what connects us to each other.
Yeah, the empty eyes.
When you hide the eyes, or you know, it's like you don't know what you have no idea.
You know the emotion behind it. Yeah. So I guess Michael Myers. That's a good. Yeah, Mike Myers was the first one. Yeah, there's probably others.
And my last question for you is the talent you had in this film was remarkable. The talent in the last film was great too, but this talent was exceptional. How was it working with such great actors?
Incredible.
Like that?
Terrifying, incredible, inspiring. Good, 90% they do my job, so I got so lucky this time, and they did 90% of the job.
This is how we showed
that's
up.
True.
Yeah,
you guys didn't do your hair together all at the same time?
You know, we do each other's hair, so that makes sense.
Sometimes.
Nah, you know, that's Dre money, you know what I mean? I hope he just enjoy it, spend it, have fun.